Most people think confidence in women comes from beauty, but that's not true. Beauty gets attention. Confidence controls the room. There are women who walk into a place and instantly change the atmosphere without saying a single word. Not because they are the most attractive, not because they are the richest, but because they carry themselves differently. Calm, composed, certain. And in today's world, that kind of energy is rare. Because modern society trains women to seek validation instead of self-worth. From a young age, many women are taught that their value depends on appearance, how many followers they have, how many compliments they receive, how much attention they attract. And because of that, many women spend years chasing approval without ever building confidence. There's a difference. Approval is temporary. Confidence is internal. One disappears when people stop clapping. The other remains even when nobody is watching. That's why some women panic when attention disappears. A photo gets fewer likes. A relationship ends. Someone younger enters the room. Suddenly, their identity starts collapsing because they built self-worth on outside reactions instead of inner strength. And social media made this problem worse than ever before. Today, attention has become a business. Beauty is monetized. Lifestyle is monetized. Relationships are monetized. Every scroll is competition. Women compare themselves constantly. Who looks better? Who travels more? Who dates richer men? Who receives more gifts? Who lives a luxury lifestyle worth millions of US dollars? And comparison slowly destroys peace. Because no matter how beautiful someone is, there will always be someone richer, someone younger, someone more famous. That race never ends. And many women are exhausted trying to keep up with illusions. Some even go into debt just to appear successful online. Designer bags bought with borrowed money, luxury vacations paid with credit, fake lifestyles built to impress strangers, all for validation that disappears within seconds. Think about how dangerous that is. A woman can spend years creating an image while secretly feeling empty inside. And nobody notices because social media rewards appearances more than honesty. But the women who truly stand out are different. They don't beg for attention. They don't force luxury. They don't compete with every woman in the room. They understand something powerful. Peace is more valuable than performance. A confident woman does not need to prove she is important every second. She doesn't need constant reassurance. She knows who she is without public approval. And ironically, that makes people respect her more. Because real confidence feels calm, not loud. You can always tell the difference between confidence and insecurity pretending to be confidence. Insecurity is desperate. It constantly needs validation, constantly seeks attention, constantly compares. Real confidence stays relaxed. A truly confident woman can support another woman without jealousy. That is rare today. Very rare. Because modern culture profits from insecurity. Think about it. Entire industries make billions of US dollars from convincing women they are not enough. Not pretty enough. Not skinny enough. Not fashionable enough. Not successful enough. If women suddenly became fully confident in themselves, many industries would lose enormous amounts of money overnight. That's why insecurity is constantly fed through advertising. Fear sells. Confidence doesn't. But the strongest women eventually realize something important. No amount of beauty can replace self-respect. No relationship can fix low self-worth. No luxury lifestyle can create inner peace. Those things can enhance life, but they cannot build identity. And many women discover this too late. Some spend years chasing wealthy men believing money will solve emotional emptiness. Others sacrifice dignity just to avoid loneliness. Others stay in toxic relationships because they fear starting over. And every time they ignore their self-respect, their confidence slowly disappears. Because confidence is built through standards, through discipline, through emotional control, through self-awareness, not through attention. A woman who respects herself moves differently. She speaks carefully, chooses carefully, walks away carefully. She doesn't tolerate disrespect just because someone has money, and that mindset protects her from manipulation. Because money impresses many people, but wisdom sees beyond money. A man can have millions of US dollars and still lack character. A woman can look glamorous online and still feel miserable in private. Appearances deceive people every day. That's why emotional intelligence matters more than image. And the older people get, the more they realize this truth. Looks attract attention. Character determines longevity. A woman with beauty and no discipline eventually creates chaos. But a woman with confidence, intelligence, and emotional stability becomes unforgettable. People trust her, respect her, value her presence because energy matters, and peaceful energy is powerful. Now, here's something many people never admit. A confident woman intimidates insecure people, not because she is arrogant, but because her presence exposes weakness in others. She doesn't chase approval. She doesn't beg for love. She doesn't lower herself for acceptance. And that kind of self-respect forces people to either respect her or resent her. There is rarely an in-between. At the end of the day, every woman must eventually answer one question: who am I when nobody is validating me? Because that answer reveals real confidence. Not beauty, not money, not attention, just identity. And the women who truly understand their worth become impossible to manipulate. They stop settling for fake love, stop competing with strangers, stop performing for society. Instead, they build peaceful lives, strong minds, healthy standards. And in a world addicted to attention, that may be the rarest kind of beauty left. If you enjoyed this video, stay close for more deep conversations about relationships, confidence, success, and the realities most people are too afraid to say out loud.